Hello and welcome back to Get Up and Game. My name is Josh. Thank you for joining me in the next playthrough of the Multiverse Progression Saga, a collection of series where we're taking different looks at Marvel champions from many different angles. An undertaking too great for me to do on my own, so I have enlisted the aid of 4 multiversal variants of myself to help shoulder the load. In this progression series, we're going to be looking at the Painverse custom campaign. It's the Painverse because this version of Josh has to play through my list of favorite heroes, starting at the bottom. So he's in for the most pain, where he starts out with the hero I like the least, but thankfully he's also working his way through my list of villains that I have ranked from easiest to hardest. So though he is playing my least favorite hero, he is playing them against the easiest villain, in my opinion. But lest you think the pain is going to be eased as he works his way up my favorite heroes lists, because every hero I will like a little bit more than the previous one, the villains are going to steadily get harder. So the pain really never gets any better. Now this is a custom campaign, so I have added some extra elements that will hopefully make things a little bit more fun for poor Josh as he has to play through the heroes I don't enjoy as much, as well as maybe making some of the easier villains a little bit more interesting. With that being said, I'm going to send it over to Pain Josh. Take it away, buddy. Ow. Oh, sorry. I mean, hello. That's what you guys say. Welcome to Get Up and Play Some Games When You Wake Up If You Feel Like It. My name is Josh, and I'm finally getting started on this custom campaign that Prime Josh has sent over to me. You know, we got the game released here, but apparently it came out in a different order than it did in your universe. Sorry, I'm gonna try not to cringe too much, but I did get stung by a bee right in the face today, so it's just a little tender, but you know, I should be able to talk my way through this. It's gonna be okay. But anyway, like I said, the game came out in a different order in our universe, so you might see things a little bit differently than what you're used to. For example, Valkyrie came in our box, which I guess she didn't come in yours. She came much later. I haven't heard great things. I know Prime Josh doesn't really care for her. We're just going to give it a go. And we also have this sort of random pile of cards that I'm going to be able to use to deck build. Some basic cards, a few more aggression cards. So I do have some options for deck building. We're going to do our best, I guess. And then we're fighting this guy, Norman Osborne, Risky Business. Apparently it's supposed to be real easy. I don't know. It doesn't look that easy to me, but I guess we'll see. And I have her obligation and the standard and counter set. We can't do the rest of the setup though, because there are custom campaign rules where we have to sort of work our way through these things. So we're going to set up with those in mind as well. Now, this custom campaign does come with a story, so I'm going to read that to you. Now, we don't get nice campaign booklets like you guys get in your universe. For us, it was just kind of a tweet put out one Wednesday night at 3 a.m., and if you didn't see it, you didn't see it. But if you did happen to see it, and thankfully I did, you do get to see what the story is. So I'm just going to go ahead and read it to you, and you know, that way we can just get started. So Valkyrie walks into Norman Osborne's boardroom and kicks down the door. You're supplying weapons to the enemies of good. I'm here to stop you. What are you talking about? I'm just a businessman. And a scientist, sir. Yes, I am something of a scientist myself. These accusations are not true. Liar, fiend, madman, murderer, I will end your days here. Your deeds have attracted the attention of very powerful people, and they have sent me to stop you. See, now that was pretty much it. Like I said, it was just in a random tweet. It's nothing special. So now I get to build my deck. So let's take a quick look. The Valkyrie one came packed with some cards. You know, your heroes, they come with 15 cards of their own, and then you get, you know, some new cool cards that you can add. You know, I was looking at her ads here, and I really like the allies. This card seems pretty cool. I like this. I don't really care for these events too much. These quick strikes, smash the problems, the best of us. I'm just going to chuck all these. I mean, I don't really know how to play this game. This is going to be my first real playthrough of it, but these just don't seem all that great to me. So I'm going to set those aside. I don't really like the look of this card that much either. I'm going to set that aside. These look like they'd be good. This, I like all this stuff, but pretty much all those red cards, I don't care for most of them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the extra cards that they give you in the box, and we're gonna find some better ones to replace it. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I took 10 cards out that I just don't really, I don't know, maybe they're good, but they don't look that good to me, I guess. And so I need to come up with 10 new cards. And some of these gray ones, not really grabbing my attention. But I do like the look of these. These seem like they're pretty good. So let's go ahead and grab these two allies, Nick Fury and Mockingbird, Mansion Helicarrier. Those seem like they could be useful. Yeah, let's get out of here. I don't really like you. We're definitely going to need to be able to remove some threat, it looks like. She seems like she's really, really bad at it. So we're going to take these, chase them downs. I think that's going to help us remove some threat. So that's, what, like 7 cards? We need 3 more. You know, let's go ahead and take Hulk seems good. Tigra, I think she's probably a good minion or ally, but I think, you know, Valkyrie wants to be killing the minions, so we don't want Tigra doing it for us. So instead, let's just take a couple more attack cards. I think these will be the way to go. So let me just count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there's 10 different cards. I like that. So I think that's going to make this a little bit better than the way it came. We're going to have a lot of allies. We're going to be able to get her attack up. She wants to be attacking a lot and like attacking minions and, you know, not much else, it looks like. So we should at least be really good at that. And some of her cards don't look as good as some of the other ones. And then I think that's all going to be good. So we've got a deck built. I like the look of that. Next we do the the custom campaign setup. And normally in your universe the campaign gets set up after, but the way this one we have to do it ahead of time. It just works a little bit differently. And so what needs to happen is first the villain is going to get 3 random effects from this pile of 10 cards. And I just want to say, this is the one extra thing that did come in the box for the custom campaign. And if you just look at how they put these together, you know, this bright green note card, you know, written on with marker. Clearly, this was done as a craft experiment with an employee who had children. And I gotta say, we here in the Painverse, we don't ask for much. We don't expect much. But sometimes you just feel spoiled. I mean, this stuff looks great. I can't believe they went to all this trouble to put these together for us. So we have these extra effects. That was for the hero, actually. And the villain gets some extra effects. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these up. These beautiful custom campaign components. And we're going to deal 3 to the villain, and that's going to alter the effects of this game. And we're going to do this for every one of these. So you're never quite sure what's going to happen. So let's take this one, and this one, and this one. And so we'll set those aside. So let's see, what extra stuff is the villain going to get? Oh, we get a smaller opening hand. Fantastic. So welcome to the Painverse. We're only getting 5 cards in our opening hand. So happy that happened. We get, oh, we're playing against the villain stage 2 and 3 instead of 1 and 2. Oh, that doesn't sound painful or anything. Okay, so we'll just get this one right out of here and just go straight to 2. Nice. And, oh, and they're going to have Formidable Foe. This is an extra card. We got a real mishmash of extra cards. I don't know how your guys' core set worked, but ours is kind of all over the place. It's just quite a wide array of custom or campaign elements. So we get this Formidable Foe card. Now, in this case, actually, I think it's going to be fine. It's going to give villain steady. That's going to affect us a little bit. Definitely going to make him a little bit harder. So there's his free stuff. We're going to be playing against 2 and 3. We only get 5 cards in our opening hand, and he gets Formidable Foe. Great. Well, like I said, welcome to the Painverse. But the good news is, Prime Josh knew this custom campaign was going to be really hard on me. I mean, I'm already playing Valkyrie. I don't know what to expect from here, but it doesn't sound good. So he set up a system where I also get some free stuff too. Now, the first thing we get was actually in that tweet that came out on a Wednesday night at 3 a.m. kind of telling us the campaign rules for this. Really, you got to keep a close eye on this stuff or you're going to completely miss it. But there is one special rule that we get for free automatically, and what it said was, when playing Valkyrie in Painverse Custom Campaign mode, you may go into her deck and remove the 2 Shield Maiden cards as well as the Valkyrie Spear card. This version of Valkyrie is fully focused on attacking and not interested in defense. So you take those 3 cards out and instead replace them with 3 zero-cost events that say, action, attach the death glow to an enemy in play, draw 1 card. We regret to inform you that we forgot to include those cards in your core set, so please just find any card in your collection that makes sense to replace them with. So, you know, that's how things usually go. So we do get to take those 3 cards out, which frankly, I'm not that sad about. So these are going to go away, and instead we get 3 cards that are going to let us attach the death glow for free and let us draw a card. So I just need to find 3 cards in my collection that are going to replace those for me. All right, I'm just going to use these 0 cost to get ready cards. It's 0 cost, it's an action, so it'll help remember what it's supposed to do. And so we're going to have these in our deck instead of those other defensive ones, because she just doesn't care about being defensive. She is on the attack, and it's a good thing too, because we're facing the harder version. He's going to have more health. Oh boy, we're going to see how that goes. But the other thing we get to do, thanks to Prime Josh, is he set up a system where you all in your universe can help me by liking these videos, leaving comments, and also his financial supporters bring positive energy into this campaign. So the way it works is for every 50 likes on the previous video, and that was the one where Josh contacted me wondering where I had been, and I, you know, had my excuses. But we look at that video, does it have at least 50 likes? It does, so that's worth 1 point. You get a point of positive energy for every 10 unique commenters, and there were 11 on that video, so that's 2 points. And then for every 5 of Josh's financial supporters at any level, I get another point, and he has 10. He has 6 Patreon members and 4 YouTube members. So thanks to those members, that's 2 more points. We have 4 points of positive energy, and that's what these cards are for. So I get 4 bonus effects. They're going to help me deal with the extra stuff that the villain gets. So let's see what cool stuff I get to do in this game. We'll just pick this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. So this is the fun part right here, which is pretty rare around here, let me tell you. We get to select a card. Oh, this is so cool. So after we do our opening hand and our mulligan, we get to go into our deck and add any card to our hand. That's going to be really nice, especially since we're starting with 1 fewer hand, so we're still going to end up with 6. That's really cool. We get to remove 2 threat from a scheme, so if his thing happens to start with any threat, we're going to get to remove 2 of it, or if it starts with a side scheme or something. So that'll be nice. We get to add long shot to the encounter deck. We got him handy, so he's going to be in here. Whew, okay, this is great. Thank you all so much for helping out. This positive energy is going to be very beneficial. I'm liking these very much. And so, oh, we get the coolest one. We got a multiverse card. Okay, so the way this works is you all are going to be able to send me a card through the multiverse portal, just a random card from anywhere in the game, and it's going to end up in my deck, and it's not going to count against my hand size when I draw it. And through a series of complicated equations and very strange technology that certainly nobody could possibly understand, the card you guys sent me through the portal is going to be an ally called Brother Voodoo. All right, he's going to add an event to my hand, and he's going to thwart a little bit for me. Okay, he seems pretty good. So thank you very much. I really appreciate all the likes and the comments and the financial support. So, you know, if you want to make my life easier, then like this video a lot, comment on this video a lot, and if you want to join Josh's Patreon or whatever, you know, it's in the description. Go ahead and take a look at it there. So when we draw Brother Voodoo, that won't count against our hand. It's a multiverse card. There's weird energies, so it doesn't count towards our hand. And these get readies are those special events. So, okay, I think that's everything, and we're actually ready to set up and play our game. The last thing is we do need a modular encounter set for risky business here. One of the potential bad things that can happen is a harder modular set, so I waited, but it looks like we are going to use his standard goblin gimmicks, so I'm going to get that in there. I'm going to get shuffled up, and we're finally going to play our first game of the Painverse custom campaign. Thank you for your patience. All right, we're just about set up and ready to play. I did bang my elbow when I was trying to shuffle up the decks, but that is just how things go around here. Between the bee sting and my banged up elbow, I don't know how I'm expected to play through this game, but, you know, we soldier on here in the Painverse. We push through. So we got everything shuffled up, but we need to remember a couple things. We are going to be able to remove 2 threat thanks to one of our special bonus effects. So we're just going to take the starting threat right off of there. And we are going to get to select a card to add to our hand after we're done with the mulligan. But our hand size is going to be a bit smaller. So we're only drawing 5 cards. That's pretty brutal. We're going to do our best. So the way it looks like this guy works, he's got this criminal enterprise card and it flips over to a state of madness because Norman Osborne flips over to the Green Goblin, and so he flips back and forth, and it looks super annoying. But supposedly he's easy. We'll see. But we have to take these counters off to flip him over, but when we flip him over, he does a bunch of damage to us, so that's not very nice. We're just going to have this Death Glow set aside out of our deck because that just seems like the best way to play it. We're going to draw our opening hand of 5 cards. We normally would get 6. Okay, but Brother Voodoo, he's a special multiverse card, so he doesn't count against our hand size per the campaign rules, so that worked out nicely. And so we get these cards now. It looks like Valkyrie just wants to build up her attack and hit really, really hard. So that's what we're going to do. So we definitely want to hold on to combat training. And this Chooser of the Slain is going to let us draw some extra cards, so let's hold on to that. This is a good card. I don't know if I want it in my opening hand. Oh, I am going to get to search for a card, so let's remember that. I don't need this godlike stamina. Is going to let me heal some damage and discard a status card. We don't care about that right now. This relentless assault doesn't seem necessary at the moment. There are no minions to attack. I do like the idea of having Nick Fury, and I'm going to get to draw some extra cards, so I might get some resources. So, but if I discard this guy, I'm going to have a less cards in my hand because he doesn't count towards my hand size. So, let's go ahead and discard Nick. I think there's other things I'm looking for more. So we're going to draw back up to our hand size of 5, but he doesn't count. So 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is our special campaign card. It replaced some of her other cards. This is going to let me attach the Death Glow for free and then draw a card is what that does. Would have been nice if we had actual campaign cards, but you know, we can't have everything, I suppose. So this is our starting hand. Now we get to select a card to add to our hand, so that's really nice. Doesn't seem as painful so far. And we are going to go get, she has a sword, and I'm pretty sure we want to start with. That seems like a good one. Now, there's other good cards. Valhalla would be good to have. We have the combat transgate gets to 3. Nope, let's get the sword. Let's get the sword. We want to make sure we have that. So actually a pretty nice start thanks to all the bonuses we got from the positive energy from you all. So, you know, I'm not used to nice things, so that's really nice. So here we go. We're playing Valkyrie. We want to kill some minions, and we want to kill some Normans, and we want to try to win this game. Now, as far as the campaign goes, we don't have to win to move on. So we can even go to the next scenario even if we lose. So it's not that big of a deal, but if we lose, I just know it's going to make the next one even harder. So we probably don't want to do that. So here we go. We've got this Death Glow. It's basically in our hand. I'm just going to put it right here. Seems like a good place for it. We are going to change into hero form. And now, I think the first thing we probably want to do is get our sword out. Let's see. There's just lots of good. I don't think we're going to get to play this Brother Voodoo. He just seems not as important right now, so we're going to use him. It was basically a free resource, though, which is nice. We're going to bring out the Dragon Fangs. Now we have +1 attack in general and +2 attack if a villain or the enemy has the Death Glow attached. This is an attachment that goes on somebody and gives Valkyrie various bonuses. So we're going to have that. It normally costs 1 to attach, so we have to pay a resource. We can put it on something. And then when we defeat that thing, this gets set aside again, but it readies Valkyrie, and it might trigger some other powers she has. But we have this special card that also lets us attach it for free and lets us draw a card. So that's going to be really nice. We don't always have to spend resources. So let's go ahead and play this Chooser of the Slain. It's going to let us search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and put it in play engaged with us. We're going to draw 2 cards. So let's go ahead and... Oh, sorry. Somehow I managed to stub my toe while I was searching the encounter deck. Don't ask. It's a Painverse thing. You wouldn't understand. Just be glad, you know, you don't accidentally stub your toe while you're shuffling an encounter deck. Here we go. So we're going to bring out this guy. We don't really care what he does because Chooser of the Slain doesn't make you reveal it. It just puts it into play. So we can ignore all his text. All we care about is that he has 3 hit points. So we're going to put him into play. And then this is going to let us draw 2 cards. See if I can do this without hurting myself. We get Angela and Helicarrier. Oh, that is interesting. It would be nice to have some resources on the board. Well, let's go ahead and use this as our special campaign card. It's going to let us attach the Death Glow without paying for it, and we get to draw a card. Just seems like, kind of seems like something Valkyrie should have had to begin with. But for whatever reason, that's not how she works. And so, but at least that's how she works in the campaign. So that makes it fun. So now Valkyrie can attack and defeat this guy. She's going to have 4 attack against it, and then it's going to ready Valkyrie back up. So it's basically, she just kills him for free. But let's see, what else do we want to do? We could use this to get a Hall of Heroes out, which would be nice. I'd quite like the Helicarrier. Man, I kind of want all of these. There's actually a lot of good cards on my hand right now. So I just need to decide what's the most important. I have another combat trading in my hand, so if I don't get this one down, it's fine. I think if I'm going to play Hall of Heroes, now would be the time to play it. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this double for red to play the Hall of Heroes, so whenever I defeat a minion, I'll get a counter, or I get 3 counters. I can draw 3 cards. That'll be nice. And I think I'm just going to play this Helicarrier. Let's just get this on the table. Also, I just want to say, I'm sorry, we don't have fancy playmats here, and we don't have fancy tokens here. I'm going to have to turn my cards sideways, and all the nice stuff you're probably used to. It's pretty bare bones around here, so just be aware of that, I guess. So now we're going to have Valkyrie. She's going to exhaust to deal 4 damage. She's going to kill this hired gun. And this Death Glow is going to get set aside, and when she defeats a minion or an enemy that has it, she gets to ready. And we're going to get to put a counter on the Hall of Heroes, so that's nice. And then now, if we want to, we could attack Norman. We hit him for 3, and that would take these counters off, and then he would flip into his Green Goblin form. But that's just going to do a whole bunch of damage to us. We do have 12 health. And then we could start attacking him next turn. Or we can maybe wait a turn, get a little bit better set up. Then we're going to wait 1 more turn, see how it goes. So we're not going to attack. We have nothing to thwart thanks to our special card that started the game. So I guess we're done. We're gonna leave it there. Yeah. So we're going to draw our 5 cards. Animal Riggs, Throg, Have at Thee, Chase Them Down, and Visit Valhalla. Okay. So that is our hand now. We put 1 threat on the main scheme, and if it gets to 7, we have to move it on. And then the next stage is quite a bit harder, so we want to try not to let that happen. Now Norman is going to attack us, but instead of attacking us, since he's just a businessman in a boardroom, instead he puts 1 more counter on this criminal enterprise. And now that's 1 more damage. Oh, hold on. He puts 2 more counters on because he's in a stage 2. So now that's 2 more damage we have to do before we can even flip him to his next form. So we can kind of hang out here, it looks like, to get built up. But the longer we wait, that's just the more free damage that, you know, we're going to have to dig through to get to him. So we don't want to wait too long. So now he did that. Now he gets his encounter card, which is going to be the villain heals X damage if no damage. Okay, he's not going to heal because he hasn't taken any damage yet. So that's just going to surge into... he is going to attack us. But instead of attacking, he gets 2 counters. So now he's up to 6 on his criminal enterprise. So now we have to deal 6 damage to him before we can even flip him over. So that's going to be fun. You know, according to the story, Valkyrie has been sent to bring him to justice for supplying weapons to some scary people. He's doing a pretty good job of building a wall between himself and Valkyrie. Well, looking at our hand here, it is really nothing special. Throg is going to give us an ally, but we don't have a minion engaged with us, so we won't get as tough. We could just do a big chunk of damage. We do have to chew through 6, so that could be a way to do it. We have to defeat an enemy to do anything with this, and we need to be an alter ego to use this, or really this. So I'm wondering if maybe I should go to alter ego. The thing that makes me nervous is he schemes for 2. That's going to go up to 2, so that would be 4 automatically. He could flip to the next side, and that is definitely going to make our life harder. So I think instead we're going to use the helicarrier and this Vizsla Valhalla to get Annabelle Riggs on the table. She'll just be nice to have for when we do go to alter ego. I mean, she's an ally. We could use her for her just ally stats. And I suppose we might as well. But she also has an alter ego action that lets you find cards, so that seems like a good thing to do. We're going to have her, just going to have her thwart for 1. Might as well use 1 activation. She has 2 health, so we might as well use 1 of them. And then I think we're just going to get Throg on the table just to have another ally. It's kind of nice. And try to get set up a little bit. Now Valkyrie and Throg are going to attack for 3, 4, 5, which is going to take 5 of these counters off. So we're kind of positioning him to maybe flip him over next turn. And then we can maybe have some blockers if we need them. And, do I want to... I'm kind of tempted to flip down anyway just to draw the extra card. And then I'll be able to use Annabelle. This is going to go to 1. I'm going to risk it. Yeah, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to hope he doesn't complete his scheme. We're just going to go ahead and do it like that. So I'm going to draw 6 cards, chase them down, Thor, fly the Valkyrie. It's good. We're going to need that. Hopefully we get a minion to kill. 5 and 6. Okay, well, we got tons of damage. I was hoping to draw one of those Chooser of the Slain, so I'd actually be able to get a minion onto the table. Maybe we'll get lucky and get one in the encounter phase. So he gets 1 here, and then he's going to scheme for 2. Hopefully this is a very low number. Oh, it's a 0. Well, that's very low. That was lucky. I wasn't expecting luck. Place 1 infamy counter on it. Blah, blah. Okay, so he gets 1 more counter on here. That's fine. And then he schemed for 2, which is also fine. So that's just up to 3. Well, that wasn't too bad. Now he does get an encounter card, which, oh, he's going to scheme again. No, 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 no. 2, 3, 4, 5. Painverse. All right. Well, that's going to be enough to move us on. That's not great. When completed, place 1 per player infamy counters on criminal enterprise. So it's getting another counter. Then discard 1 card from each player's deck for each infamy counter. All right, so we're losing some cards. Okay. So, well, that's gone. Great. When revealed, we advance, and this one goes to 10. It starts with 1, and we're going to get an extra encounter card for the rest of the game. Kind of feels like I made a poor choice. What are you going to do? Okay, so back to us. We're an alter ego. We got some cards. The good news is we can use Annabelle Riggs here to search the top 5 cards of our deck for a Valkyrie card. I really want to see a Chooser of the Slain here. No such luck. So this is one of our special cards that is technically a Valkyrie card, or we can just get this Flight of the Valkyrie. I don't really want either of these. I guess I'll take this one because I think I already have one of the other one. Oh, I don't. Well, fine. Then I'll take the other one. There we go. And these, they get shuffled back in. Yes. Wow, I really can't believe I didn't draw. That was some really bad luck. We need a minion, darn it. We're playing Valkyrie. It's kind of our thing. Okay, well, it is what it is. We're going to flip into hero form. We are going to, I guess, go ahead and... Do we attach the Deathglow to Norman just to draw a card? We really can't do a ton of other stuff. We could just hit him really hard. We need to do 3 damage to flip that. And then we could attack him for a decent amount just to say do some damage. Oh, we could maybe do a lot of damage. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to attack him for 3, which is just going to take the counters off of here. This flips. It gets 2 new counters. Now he flips to the Norman Osborne side, deals 4 indirect damage to each player. That's awesome. So we're going to take 4. We start at 12, but we go down to 8. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay. But now he is available to actually be attacked. And so what I'm kind of thinking here is we just use the Helicarrier, chase them down, and Thor? No, you know what? Let's just attack him once. We'll do a have-at-thee. To do a have-at-thee, so that was 3 resources. Deal 7 damage to him. So we'll go from 18 down to 11. And then we should probably play Thor to defend for us. He has tough. So that way we have a nice blocker. We'll keep Throg as a blocker. And hopefully he'll stay in his Green Goblin side long enough for us to attack him a few times. But I think that's really all we can do. Drawing up to 5. Okay, we might play the Mansion next turn. That would be helpful. Okay, so this goes up to 2. Oh, it goes up by 2 a turn. Oh my goodness. You do not want to lose that first scheme against Norman Osborne. My. Okay. Now he's attacking for 4 plus a boost. This is the easiest scenario, huh, Josh? Gee, thanks. 4, 5, 6. Oh, that. I've heard very, very bad things about this and her. So that's very good news. Thor simply loses his tough. And that's good. And then our card is we get one of these guys. Hired Gun. Choose to either give the villain 1 face down boost card or place 2 infamy counters on Criminal Enterprise. Well, we can't place infamy counters, so we're just going to give him another boost card for his next activation. Okay, but now we have a minion to kill. That's good news. We like that. What I think we're going to do first is we're going to use these 4 resources to bring Avengers Mansion into play. That's going to let us draw a card. Getting a godlike stamina. Could use the health, but I also need a resource to attach the Deathglow to this guy, which I think is worth doing because that's going to let us attack Norman again. Yeah, so we're going to use this to put the Deathglow on the Hired Gun. so that we can smack him for enough to defeat him, which is going to ready us, but it's also going to get us a Hall of Heroes counter. So we're up to 2 there. And then we can play Chase Them Down, remove 2 threat from the main scheme. And now we can attack Norman for 1, 2, 3. So he is down to 8. We're keeping these for future blockers when necessary. So I guess that's really all we can do. But we've got a mansion, we've got a helicarrier. So we're in pretty good shape like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got another Chooser of the Slain. We got our Bifrost. We got some threat removal. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. This does not look too bad. Okay. So, this goes up by 2 again. We really got to stay on top of that. He's attacking for 4 with 2 boosts. We're going to put Throg in front of this one. I'm tempted to put Annabelle because I don't know if I'm going to get the user again, but we'll go with Throg for now. So he's a 2 boosts, so 4, 5, 6, and we're going to remove a counter from here, so he might flip. So that is enough to defeat Throg. And our encounter card is going to be, oh, he gets Pumpkin Bomb, so when he attacks, it's going to deal some extra damage. Okay, that's actually not too bad. All right, so we've got 8 damage to deal to him in this form, but when he flips to the next one, it's going to deal 4 damage straight to us. This one's not even indirect. We're just going to take it, so, you know, that's going to hurt. So we do need to be aware of that, but we got to get him there. So we're going to draw a card with the Mansion. Getting, oh, Valhalla, it's a very key card. Now, I was going to use the double to play combat training, but I think I need to get this out, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, I'm going to use this Strength to bring Valhalla into play. So now when we defeat a minion with the Deathglow or an enemy, but it's usually going to be a minion, we get to exhaust that to heal 1 and draw a card. So that's very nice. You can only do it once, which is unfortunate, but it's still pretty nice. So now we're going to use the Chooser of the Slain just to go keep getting this same hired gun. I don't see any reason why not to just keep smacking him. We need to get the Deathglow on him, which don't really have. Can you use the Helicarrier to pay for the Deathglow? Play it as if it were in your hand. So yeah, so that's going to pay for the Deathglow, and then she's going to kill him. I'm going to get to ready and draw a card and heal for 1. So I'll have 4 cards. I'm just trying to decide. I don't know if it's worth the Flight of the Valkyrie yet, because this removes 5 threat, which is just so much for solo. And there's only 3 on there, so I kind of want to save it until there's more, but I don't know if I should just focus on something else instead. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it just yet. We're going to use the Helicarrier to put the Deathglow on the hired gun. And we're just going to smack it. So he goes away. We ready? We get our 3rd Hall of Heroes counter. We get to draw a card, Genius, and heal for 1. And of course gets us an extra encounter. See if I can avoid hurting myself this time. Just, oh, God, of course. Sorry, guys, sorry. My hands are really sore from work, so, you know, that's making it difficult to shuffle. Promise, I'm going to try not to complain about everything all the time. Josh really asked me not to do that, but, you know, it's kind of hard. But you don't care about that. I'm going to play a game. We'll play a fun game here on Wake Up and Play Some Games when you get up and feel like it, if that's even what the channel's called. I think so. Who knows? Okay. So we did all of that, which kind of got us, I guess it got us an extra card. And now we're going to, okay. We're going to use this to play combat training. So now we're attacking for 3, 4, and then 5 when Deathglow is involved. we're going to go ahead. This is kind of risky. I feel like I am going to need this card. There's another one in the deck. We're definitely going to need to be removing threat very soon. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot my extra encounter card. It would have been this. He'd have another boost card. Yeah, I gotta remember that. He's going to have an extra encounter card every turn. So that wasn't too bad. It was easy to fix. Sorry about that. It would have been that one, but it's all random, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, yeah, so yeah, we're going to have 2 encounter cards every turn, so really not sure how I'm going to manage the threat, but for now, we're going to get the Bifrost out, and we're going to go ahead and, let's see, I could use this to go get an ally, so I could go get Angela, which would bring a minion into play, but I can't afford the Death Glow, so that's really not that helpful, actually. So I'll go ahead and use it. Maybe I'll play Angela with it next turn. Now Green Goblin's going to attack with 2 boost cards, so we definitely need a blocker. Oh, I do not feel good about where we are. We're going to take 2 indirect damage. This is not feeling very easy. Let me tell you. All right, I think Thor just needs to thwart. We got to make sure. Well, because what's he at? He's at 8. I could attack him for 4. Well, I'm going to attack him for 4. I got to be aggressive. Attack him for 4 with her. But Thor, I do feel like, so I could attack for 3, bring him down to 1. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to try to be really aggressive. And we're going to do our best. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do. I wish I could go to Alter Ego to use Annabelle and draw my free cards, but we'll lose if I do. Oh, wait. He doesn't scheme. He just removes a counter. He would flip back over, but oh, you know what? I'm going to change to Alter Ego. Yep, that's what we're going to do. I forgot that that's how he worked. So hopefully that's not a huge mistake, but he's not going to scheme. He's just going to take this threat off. He's going to flip back over, which I know is a pain, but okay. I know all about pain. Here we go. So we're going to draw 6 cards. Oh, nice timing for that Valhalla, maybe. Okay, well, we're going to be able to heal some if we want to. We could do a pretty decent amount of damage. Okay. We're going to have 3 encounter cards. Can't forget that. So this is 1. When he goes to scheme, he removes a counter instead, which means he flips back over. This gets 2 counters. He still keeps his boost card. He's going to flip back. Okay, pretty sure I did all of that correctly. Oh, Thor should have a damage from his thwarting. Now we have this card, our normal card, and our corporate acquisition card. Oh boy. Here we go. This one's going to surge into caught off guard. We have to lose something. Well, I feel like the combat training is probably the least beneficial thing we have. So we'll lose that, I guess. If I had used Hall of Heroes, I would have probably lost that, but I wanted to wait until I drew my new hand. Okay, here we go. We get this Private Security Specialist, 4 health guard. That's fine. And we get a hired gun. Again, we have to either give him a boost or replace 2 infamy counters. Do we care about the infamy counters right now? Because I kind of want to flip him. Let's see. Right now, we'd have to do 2 damage to flip him. Yeah, I'll just give him the boost because I'm probably going to be chump blocking his attack anyway. So it's fine. All right, so now we can use, let's use the mansion first. We use Annabelle first, I think. Get 5 cards. Get to add, well, we only got 1 Valkyrie card, but shuffle them all together. There we go. So that was good. Then we're going to use the Hall of Heroes to draw 3 cards, plus 1 more for the mansion, makes 4. Okay, cool. This is going to be, should be a fun turn. All right, got some threat removal. Got so many cards in my hand. I'm probably not going to be able to figure out how to play this turn. And Then let's flip into hero form. He has an attack. Yeah, okay, we're good there. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is kill these minions, get the bonuses, kind of go from there. We need to be able to do 1 to Norman, which if we do a relentless assault through him, that'll be 4. So if we can flip him over first, so we need to do 2 damage. Oh, what's the best way to do this? Well, let's go ahead and play this special campaign card to attach the death glow. Let's do it to this guy. So that moves out there, and I get to draw a card to replace it. That's nice. So we definitely want to get Norman flipped and just hit him as hard as we can. So let's do a power of aggression into a relentless assault. But before we do that, because it's going to ready Valkyrie, I think we're just going to have her... Oh, darn it, we're only attacking for 3 if we still have the combat training. She's going to thwart for 1, I guess. Kind of lame, but we do need to be aware of that. So she's going to thwart for 1. Now we're going to do the relentless assault for 5 damage. It's going to have overkill. So that's going to kill this guy. We get that back. We get a counter on here. We do 2 damage to Norman, which is going to flip this. Which is going to flip him. Which is going to deal 4 indirect damage. We're going to take 4 and we flip him here again. We do have ways to heal, though I might need those resources. We have ways to get health. I think... So we're going to use Annabelle to block. So I could use Thor's attack, but then we lose him, but that's... Oh, I don't like having to do all this math ahead of time. Makes my brain hurt. I think we're just going to take the damage. We're just going to take the damage. I'm not going to think too hard about it. There we go. So he's flipped back over. He has 1 health left. I don't know if we have an easy way to do that 1 damage. I was kind of hoping to do that differently. Yeah, okay, well, that readies her. It also draws a card. Oh, I just had an idea. I think it's going to be fine. Okay. We draw a card. We heal for 1. Okay. So now we're going to use the Bifrost to go get Angela and play her. Because it lets me play an Asgard ally. Still have to pay the cost, but she is free. And when she enters play, we're going to look at the top 10 cards, and hopefully we can find one of these hired guns that doesn't have guard. I would like to not have to kill him if I don't want to. We have to search the top 10 cards. So far, we're finding nothing. 6, 7, uh-oh. 8, uh-oh. 9. Oh, 10 cards and no minions. Well, that's really unfortunate. I was really hoping to just use her to attack to flip Norman to the next stage, but that didn't happen. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, well, there you go. Well, we have to kill this guard. I guess it's kind of going to be a wasted damage. Oh, wait, I just had an idea. Well, okay, then we'll play Chooser of the Slain. Bring this guy back out, draw 2 more cards. Do we want another minion? I don't know if we do. All right, I really just want an easy way to do 1 stinking damage to him. I think what I'm gonna do is if we put the death glow on this guy, we're going to use this, put the death glow on him and draw a card. Oh, there's 1 damage, potentially. It's kind of a lot of resources to pay to just get 1 damage, though. I think what we're going to do, we're going to have Valk attack and kill this guy just to get rid of him. And then we're going to use the Helicarrier for 1. Visit Valhalla for 2. And I don't know, a Aragorn, I guess. We're going to play him. We need a third resource. I don't think we're going to play him. So 3 for Have At Thee. Deals 7 damage, and if it's to the Death Glow enemy, it has Overkill. So that will defeat him. The Overkill will go into Norman, flipping him to stage 3. We take 4 damage, going down to 2. That's not great. We do get to ready. We get another counter. I don't think it's ever going to matter. Now, we have 22 damage to deal without dying. Could heal some. We are going to play this Chase Them Down to keep the threat low.
Next, we just want to do as much damage as we can, I think. I guess, do we play Chooser again? I feel like I should... The only benefit I get from killing this minion is I get to draw 2 cards. I don't know if it's really worth bothering with all that, because it doesn't get me anywhere. He has Steady, otherwise I would probably play Mockingbird to stun him. Not really worth it. I'll put the Death Glow on him, just so I can do a little bit more damage. Should probably play these to heal. That would get me back up to 6. That would
Leave me with these cards. Yeah, let's do that before I get any bad ideas. Because he's got those pumpkin bombs going to deal some damage to me. I kind of want to play this Have At Thee to do 7 more damage. Get him down to 15. Gonna attack him for 12. Yeah, I feel like I definitely need to do that. So, do I want to play this, I guess is the question. I'm going to hold on to this for next turn. It'll be nice to have next turn when I can actually get the benefit from the Valhalla again. I think we're just going to play Have At Thee, deal 7 damage, bring him down to 15. I feel like I forgot a couple threat at one point. I'm sorry if I did. It seems like there should have been more. I'm wondering if I forgot to put some on during the last fill-in phase. I apologize if that's the case. We're going to attack for 3 damage, down to 12. Going to hold on to Thor as a backup blocker because we really can't afford to take an attack. And I think that's everything. That was a very long and complicated turn that I don't know if I played the best way possible, but as much fun as it is to draw a ton of cards, it's actually like painful because like how do you it's hard to decide everything you need to do. Okay, we're going to draw. Okay, so we've got the okay, so I think we've got the win if we survive because we can do a bunch of damage, we can draw some cards. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay, but we have to survive. So this gets 2. So even if I was off by 2 so far, I think we're fine. Now he's attacking with a whole bunch of boosts, so we're going to put Annabelle in front of it. This is the advantage of your support also being an ally. Now he attacks for 4, 5. We're going to lose a counter. This is where it's going to get tricky. If he flips over, that's going to be a real pain. Please don't lose a counter. There it is. Yeah, I was just really afraid of that. Which means we're going to have to take another big hit to flip him. That's why you don't want to give him extra boosts, but at the same time, the other things were bad too. Annabelle goes away. We're going to take 2 indirect damage from this. Well, we'll put 1 on Thor, because we're just going to use him to block next turn, I think, and take 1 so we don't die when we flip him. And we still have 2 encounter cards. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is fine. We don't care about that. Just a side scheme. It's not going to do anything, hopefully. And he's going to scheme for 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so that puts us at 9. But if I did forget 2 threat, that means technically I just lost. Well, I don't know. It just got stuck in my head that I forgot 2 threat. If I didn't, then great. If I did, well, there's no way to tell, I guess. Okay, well, we're still in it. So we need to do 2 damage and then 12 damage. And he's going to do 4 damage to me. I'm at 5. So we want a minion for sure. So we're going to play Chooser. Oh, before we do anything, I'm going to draw a card with a mansion. Getting a Relentless Assault, that might be some nice free damage. Now we're going to play Chooser, go get a Madman. There he is. Hired Gun, draw 2 cards. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the Death Glow on it and draw a card. Oh, he doesn't count towards our hand size, but that doesn't matter right now. Okay, so if we hit him with a Relentless Assault, that'll deal the 3 to him and flip Norman. It's going to bring us to 1, but we'll get to draw and heal. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. So 1, which don't think we're going to play combat training at this point. Yeah, I think. Well, we're definitely not going to play Brother Voodoo. So that's 2. Oh, wait, we need to do a punch resource, though. So, yeah, we'll do this so that we can do Relentless Assault for 5 damage. But before we do that, because it's going to ready Valkyrie, we'll just 4 for 1, I guess. It's just such a waste. It's the timing of Valkyrie is so tricky sometimes. Sure, but that's what we're going to do because then Relentless Assault is going to kill him, which is going to ready us, let us heal and draw a card. So many cards everywhere. Going up to 6. Drawing Nick Fury. Oh, that might have just clinched it. And it does 2 damage, which flips him. We take 4, going down to 2. Ay, ay, ay. Now, he is at 12. So, let's... well, I think we can just attack him to death. We'll use the Brother Voodoo to put the Death Glow on him. We'll use Valkyrie to hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 8. We'll have Thor, who's been hanging around very patiently. Hit him for 3 more, down to 5. And then we will just play the Have At Thee for 7 more damage. Getting the win. Whew. Hopefully getting the win. A little nervous I missed some threat there. We're going to roll with it, even if we discover it later, just to keep things simple. So, there we go. That was the first playthrough in the Painverse custom campaign. So let's go ahead and finish off the story. Your wicked deeds are at an end. You will not like where I'm taking you. Ha! You don't know what's coming for you all. There you go. That's it. Like I said, it's pretty simple. Okay, so there is just one campaign rule that we have to enact for the next scenario. If we defeated Green Goblin, then in the next scenario, we'll be facing off against Absorbing Man, who is the second hardest villain according to Prime Josh's list. They are going to start with the Goblin Glider attached to them and Pumpkin Bombs shuffled into their deck because he was supplying weapons. Now, we have been able to interrupt the chain to some degree, so he didn't get the good stuff. If we had lost, then Absorbing Man would have had an Advanced Glider attached to him and the card that summons the glider shuffled into his deck. So we did manage to avoid that nastiness, but he is still going to have these things in the next scenario. So there we go. That certainly didn't feel easy. That actually was a really fun playthrough. I think the added customization of these cards, allowing us to move the Death Glow for free a few times, really made a big difference. I don't think we ever would have used these other cards pretty much at all, but we were able to make good use of those, so it's really too bad Valkyrie doesn't already have something like this that lets her move the Death Glow around, but You know, that's the fun of playing a campaign, I guess. But other than that, she was really fun to kill a whole bunch of things and draw some cards and heal and remove threat and do all the things that she does. Got to make use of Annabelle. We got good use out of Valhalla. The extra campaign stuff also made it easier. But we're more interested in telling a story here. So hopefully that part goes well. And now I need to go have a nice lay down because this really took a lot out of me, and I already wasn't at 100%, so I'm going to send it back up to Prime Josh. I want to thank you for joining me. Please like this video, leave a comment. That's going to help propel us into the next one. You know, that we had 4 bonus things for this game, and, you know, if we get even more, it's going to make it even easier, because this was still really close. This was really close. We barely got the win. Maybe next time the villains need to get a little bit more of a boost. We'll kind of see how that goes. So, yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap, take some aspirin, and I'm taking the rest of the day off. I've had enough. Back to you, Prime Josh. All right, well, there we go. The first playthrough on the Painverse custom campaign. Some ominous tidings from Norman there that something worse is coming. So we'll have to see what that's all about as we move forward through the campaign. Next time on the Multiverse Progression Saga, what we're going to be doing is visiting with Multi-Josh, who plays two-handed, and we played Spider-Man in the first game of the Progression Saga, and we just played Valkyrie. So he's going to be playing Spider-Man and Valkyrie together, two-handed, using modern decks against either Risky Business or Rhino, the 2 villains that we've seen so far, and I'm going to leave that up to you. We'll be voting before the next video comes around on whether we'd like to see them battle against Risky Business or Rhino. So we can look forward to that, and I thank you so very, very much for joining me. If you're interested in supporting my work here of informing, entertaining, and enhancing the experience for everyone who plays Marvel Champions, please check the description for the Patreon and YouTube memberships information. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I really look forward to seeing you next time we get up in game. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.